with me, Akanksha Batura, and we're here with India Say Magazine's channel, News and Views, for the launch announcement of IIFA 2012 here at Fairmont Hotel, Singapore. And we're going to be talking to Anil Kapoor in just a little while. So stay tuned right here with me, and we're going to be hearing a little bit of gossip, a little bit of intimate details about him, and see where that leads us, all right? So stay right here with India Say's channel, News and Views. Hello everyone, and welcome to India Say Magazine's channel, News and Views, and you're with me, Akanksha Batura, and the one and only, extremely talented and very international Anil Kapoor. How do you feel being here in Singapore?
Thank you. Lovely. It's always a pleasure to be in Singapore, and it's a great country, wonderful country. You know, I love coming here.
Well, that's great, and you know, we are now here for launch of Singapore as the country to host IIFA 2012. That's great. So what do you feel about that?
I think it's we came here in 2004, and now we are back again, 2012. And the best thing about coming to Singapore is that you're so relaxed. You can focus on the creativity, and everything is taken care, because the people over here are so nice. The tourist department, the government,
yes,
country, the logistics, the hospitality is so wonderful that you can just come here and relax and do your best and create a wonderful show. And that's what we're going to do. Create this 2012 IIFA, hopefully, is going to be one of the best IIFAs ever. Yeah.
Yes, Anilji, I'm sure everyone's going to think that way as well. So, Anilji, now let's move on to your international success that you've had. You've had a lot of shows coming to you and a lot of scripts coming to you. Now, we want to know, do you think that a lot of these scripts may have stereotypical roles that, how the West portrays the East?
So, I've been very fortunate. I've been very, very fortunate. If you see 24, the show which I did with for 20th Century Fox, with Kiefer Sutherland, the role which I did was not of a very stereotype of villain, but I played a very positive character of the president, a liberal president who wants the world to be one. He wants the Middle Eastern countries and the United States of America and the Americans, or the Islamic world as well as the Christians, to come together and become one. So he has, which is a tough task, but he's trying his best, trying his best to make that happen. So it's a very, very role which is very, very liberal, very today, very futuristic. The kind of thinking and the kind of values he believes in. And of course, he is human also. He has his grey shades also, once that his chips are down. So it was a great role, and I just love doing that. And then of course, Slumdog Millionaire I did was again something which was had all the, it was completely, there was nothing stereo about it. It was something new, something fresh, and something which people could identify all over the world. They liked it, they loved it. I got huge critical acclaim. And then of course, Mission Impossible. I didn't play some poor Indian over there, or a villager or a farmer. I played a billionaire, and today Indians are billionaires all over the world, and that's what it is. And I added a funny touch to it, rather than making him into a stereotypical character. I made him humorous, I made him funny,
yeah.
I made him cute, I made him lovable. And but he is so obsessed and so innocent. He doesn't even know that someone is trying to make a fool out of him. He is so full of himself, and so many people are there. Not only Indians, a lot of Americans and British and Chinese people are. There are all kinds of people, and that's what made all three roles different from each other, and they're not stereo at all.
If you had to cast a plot or a whole film section or something for Hollywood, and you had to pick two stars to bring with you, your contemporaries, who do you think would be prepared for the Hollywood scene?
Are we here from India?
Yes.
I think Ajay Devgan, with whom I'm doing Taze now, which is going to release. He is dark. He has great eyes. He's got a good voice. He's not the typical, conventional kind of, and that's what I think Hollywood likes, and international. And you can, he has that different face, and he's not, typically good looking, and because you have all good looking. There are a lot of good looking people in America and England. And when I was shooting for 24, I just looked around and I said, every bodyguard of mine is better looking than I am.
That's so not true.
Yeah, seriously. So it's not the looks. So he has that kind of face, and of course there is, if there is a good looking guy, Hrithik Roshan, and he's great looking, and he has a great physique. Even he, because and the kind of hard work, the way he's a great dancer, fighter, even he has the potential of becoming an international star, yes.
Thank you very much. So, one last question. So, you know, you and Sonam Kapoor have been known to be very frank, very honest with most of your comments. Now, do you think in the industry which is so competitive, honesty is really the best policy?
It's not that. I feel the youth is today wants people like youth likes such people who are honest and straightforward and not hypocritical, and they have to, you know, even if they suffer, but they would want to set an example that you must speak your heart out and be honest and straightforward, and that's the only way that you can move ahead. Anybody and anyone who anywhere in the world has been an achiever has been honest. Anyone who's played safe and you know, spoken and been diplomatic and not been on the fence and not taken a stand, he remains a mediocre all his life.
All right. And you know, Anilji, you were a struggler when you came up, you know, and you did really well in the film industry. Now, we see a little trend of, you know, the starlets of the second generation and third generation, quite a few of them, having more misses than hits. Do you think it's because they didn't struggle as much as you did?
Nothing like that, nothing like that. It's all, some people make it without, you know, every destiny is different, you know, every career graph is different. So you have to, in a way, I feel, you know, you can't predict or you can't make a sweeping statement that, you know, that you have to struggle to make it. You never know, you know. Lottery kisko bhi lag sakti hai. Thank you.
Luck is very important.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Anything
much.
you'd like to say to us?
No, thank you. Thank you.
That was Anil Kapoor with me, Akanksha Batura for India Say Magazine's channel, News and Views. Keep tuned to this channel for all the best celebrities, especially over this IIFA weekend. See you guys. Mwah.
The IIFA is truly long.
Hi, you're with me, Akanksha Batura, and we're here with India Say Magazine's channel, News and Views, at the Fairmont Singapore Hotel for the launch of IIFA 2012 City of the Year. And you know what's going to happen now? We're going to take you in with Bipasha Basu, asking her a few intimate questions, a few fun details about her, and let's see how that goes. So stay tuned with me right here on India Say Magazine's channel, News and Views. With me, Akanksha. See you right inside. Hi everyone, welcome to India Say's channel, News and Views, and you're with me, Akanksha, and I'm here with the ravishing Bipasha Basu, and we welcome you to Singapore for the launch of IIFA City. So,
Well, excited that we are here to announce basically the 13th IIFA that's happening here. So, yeah, looking forward to the weekend now, you know, and to the award ceremony.
that's excellent. Let's move on to a little bit about you. With the release of your Love Yourself workout video, so you know you've committed yourself further to the brand endorsement of, you know, healthy and well-being and all that stuff.
Right.
But you know, unfortunately, we see a trend, you know, in plastic surgery and all that enhancements going on in Bollywood. So do you think this is a little bit of a confusion for viewers and your fans or whoever it is who likes, you know, well-being?
In life, you need to make individual decisions, and there are personal choices that everyone has to take. When you are in the entertainment industry, I do understand that you are role models to many, many people. If I have to draw from people, you know, and get inspired, I would like to take, you know, the simpler things and get inspired by simple things, simple ways of living. So every individual is entitled to what they want to do, but I believe that you can't get inspired by someone else.
Yeah.
And, you know, get into any kind of, you know, cosmetic enhancements for that matter. But if you want to do it individually, it's a personal choice that you're making.
That's a great message to promote. Just let's talk about women and women empowerment in Bollywood, right? So a lot of women in Bollywood unfortunately have a short shelf life because of their roles, and you know, they always end up having to quit the industry after a while. But you know, a lot of these women don't go into things like direction or production. Is it because it's difficult to secure finances of any sort?
I think there is tremendous potential for any woman to work at whatever age they want to be in today's Bollywood that you're talking about. And definitely it is a hero-centric business.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the women are getting their due. They're known for the personalities that they have and the kind of work that they have done. And whether they want to become a director or producer is personal. Again, it's an individual choice. Not every actor can become a director or producer.
True.
You know, you are an actor first.
True.
But if you are interested in the business of cinema, some do get into production, and a lot of people are getting into producing films. And direction is not easy. So it's not that, you can just say, I'm going to be a director because I've been an actor. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So if people do it, they're doing it because they have the knowledge and they feel that they can make, they can tell their story right. And I really don't know how to answer, for a group of people. But it's more about an individual decision, how long you want to be attached to this particular business, as what, because there is no age to acting.
Okay.
Films are about stories that are being told, and there are characters in a film, and you can play characters.
Yeah.
You don't have to play a college girl for the rest of your life, and those kind of films are not being made in Bollywood anymore. So the films are much more deeper, the kind of characters are much more enriched.
Yes.
So there's no, so if I don't know what I would like to do right now, I love to act, but if you ask me that would you like to direct or produce
Yes.
someday, I don't know. I have no answer to it. I could, I might not.
So what's the cheesiest pickup line that's been used on you, since you're so desirable?
Well, I'm very intimidating. People don't come to me with cheesy lines.
So
Yeah.
they think
would be
well
a little
thought.
Scared.
Yes,
Yeah.
well thought out lines.
People know that I'm very, very strong. They don't want to get beaten up by me.
Yes, well,
With a cheesy line.
that's absolutely right. So, last year we had a little bit of a fashion faux pas, with the whole Amisha's dress being the same as yours at IIFA. But, we all think you're the style icon to follow. So what is your advice to little fashionistas or any women who are looking at you for style advice?
Well, firstly, I don't know why it's a fashion faux pas. A designer can make two dresses, and it doesn't have to be like, that the dress that I'm wearing, that nobody in the world will wear that. So firstly, I find it a very inhuman thing to impose these kind of fashion restrictions in the business, to the business of fashion. So for me, I was very happy dressed up in my dress,
Yeah.
and I'm sure the other actress would be so too. So for me, it's not a fashion faux pas at all. Talking about like how to be fashionable, I like to not really think too seriously about these fashion diktats and trends. I like to wear what I want to wear, and if the so-called fashion police wants to circle me and bring me up and put me down, I'm okay with it. And people should have the attitude of wanting to dress up for who they are, rather than following other people and just blindly following fashion magazines. Yeah.
So what is your advice though? Little bit, just don't follow
be
fashion
yourself.
magazines.
Be yourself, be comfortable, and
love
just
yourself.
do what you want. Yeah, and love yourself. It doesn't matter what the world thinks.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
it was great talking to you, Bipasha.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for your time. And
Thank
I
you.
hope you have a tremendous career in Hollywood as well, since
Thank
you're
you.
branching out.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much. All right. This is me, Akanksha, signing out from India Seas Channel News and Views. And keep watching us. See you. Bye-bye.